Hello, my name is Santiago Sanchez Dominguez, and today I'm going to present my project for the third exam of physics. And for this project, I have to present two uh, themes for the exam. And we are going to start now. And the first thing that I'm going to talk about it is what is equilibrium. And equilibrium is a state in which balance has been achieved between two or more forces or situations. It is a very broad term which can be applied to physics, economics, politics, and even everyday life. And the second thing I am going to talk about it, what is balance for? Thanks to the balance, you can do many things from riding a bicycle without falling to the simple act of standing up without getting dizzy. It also helps improve confidence, prevents falls, and helps you stay active. And here I have some examples of the balance. And one of these is walk along a line on the ground or when experienced on a rope. Um, the other one is jump a rope progressively with a higher speed. The other one is get up from a chair without the helps of hands and arms. And it is very useful because we use it in our everyday life, because when we go to school and we have to go outside, I don't know, for the breaks or something like that, you can do the things. No, without the balance, you can't do the things. And sitting on a ball. It can be that when we are on sport, we can use a ball, and when you are tired or something, you can, when we have a break on the class, you can sit on a ball, and it is very useful. And now I'm going to present my second term for the exam, and it is scientific notation. And what is scientific notation? Scientific notation, also called exponential notation, is a way of writing numbers based on powers of 10, which is especially useful for representing very large or small values, as well as calculating with them. And the second point of this presentation is what is scientific notation for? For what can we use it? And when working with a very large or small number, scientists, mathematicians, and engineers use scientific notation to express those quantities. Scientific notation is a mathematical shorthand based on the idea that it is easier to read an exponent than it is to count many zeros on a number. And this is what we have seen in the we have saw in the class, that the teacher had said to us. It is very useful when you have a big number, so we can say 1 0 0 0 0 0 0 0. It is very tired to say it when you have to present or something like that. And with this scientific notation, we can do this also when there are 1 0 10 zeros. You can write to a better way 1 to the 10th potential exponent, this exponent. And here I have some examples. And yes, the first is 350. To convert it is 3.5 to the 10 2. And these are some examples. So in the first example, we can see a very short number, and it is you can do what you want when you, in this case, because it is very short, so you can decide if you want to do the scientific notation, or you want not to do it. But here in the 8945, you can do it. So it is we can say that it is a longer number than 350, and you can do it. But when you are in the 0 point, in the last example that I have put here, it is very useful for something that, I don't know, exams, or when you have to present to the teacher, like in this case. You can do this because it is better to say 6.25 to 10 minus 10, then say 0, 0, and a lot of 0, and it is more useful. And this was the last the last thing for my presentation. And the only thing that I can say is that I think that those two themas are very important to know in school, because equilibrium is a thing that you know all the day, that you know and that you use all the day. So it is very useful to know what needs equilibrium and something like that. And the scientific notation, I think it is not for the everyday life. So I don't think that you are going to use the scientific notation in a day. So when you're eating, or when you go to the I don't know, to the bus or to the house of your grandma, but when in the school or in your job, it is a very good thing to use, because as also I have said the last 1 minute, you can use it better while saying a shorter number than a long number. And this was my presentation for the third exam, and it was all. Thank you for your attention.